Hello everybody, it is Toni-Maree here with my naughty puppies in the background. As usual, they are there playing, so please ignore the noise. I'm on my phone because my internet is playing up and I hate Telstra. Let me just start off by saying I am fortunate enough to be hanging out with Shay de Montfort, Australia's leading psychic, at the Canberra Psychic Expo over the weekend. And Shay has very kindly allowed me to do readings with her. So if you'd like a reading with Shay or you'd like a reading with myself, then please come out to the Psychic Expo in Canberra. I will be there from 11 to 3 every day and Shay's there the entire time. So yeah, so let's meet in person and I can do some readings for you. Okay, to start with, let's do a card for the day, as usual. Let's have a look at what's in store for today. I hope everyone had a great eclipse. It's either been really energetic for people or it's thrown people around. So, but I hope it went well for everybody. Okay, here we go. Card for the day. Okay, make the sacrifice. Hope you can see that okay. It's a bit glary. Okay, it's actually a dark dragon. So if you've got this deck, it's card 27. And hey Shelley Daly, how you doing? So this card is make the sacrifice, and it's actually all about yeah, it has a lot to do with the eclipse actually. Okay, it's about today, so it's about acknowledging the dark side of you, about acknowledging that you know, that negative feeling that you get in the pit of your stomach sometimes, that doubt. It's acknowledging that we all have it, that it all exists, and that it's within every single person on the planet. But it's also about seeing, it's like, I don't know if you can see, this card's amazing, but look, there's actually an eclipse there. So it's about seeing that ring, right? So once the eclipse in place, you can still see the outline around the outside. It's about seeing that light, and it's about understanding that while we all have doubts, we all have fears, we all have that stuff, that icky stuff inside of us sometimes, it's about seeing past that and acknowledging it. Because once we acknowledge that darkness and we name it, whether it's self-doubt, self-recrimination, guilt, regret, whatever it happens to be, then once we acknowledge it and name it, we remove some of its power automatically just by naming that sucker. So for me, it was around perfection, and once I realized that I didn't need to be perfect, and really there's no such thing as being perfect, but once I realized I was trying to be perfect and I named it, then I could do something about it. I took away its power. Until I named it, I couldn't do anything. So it's like they used to do in the old days, where the Druids used to say, don't give your true name, because names have power. Okay, does anyone want a card? Shelley Daly, you'd love a card? Great. Okay, card coming up for Shelley, please, just tapping in. Okay. Okay, Shelley, you're a bit messy, beautiful. Can you just relax for me for a moment? Take a couple of deep breaths. Okay, that's better. Right. Went straight to this card, Shelley. Heed your dreams. There's some sadness there for you. There's some and it's a growth sadness. So Shelley, there's something there that has happened to you that you've learnt from, that you've shed tears over, and you have been doing some growing from it, and there's more to come. It still feels sharp, it still feels raw, and that's okay. That's just where you're at the moment. No, you're not there at the moment. It's where you've been recently in the last 6 months. Okay. So you are being given messages in dreams. So if you can remember your dreams and you wake up in the morning, write them down, because there's messages in dreams. Feel free to touch base with me if you want an interpretation, but there's plenty of resources on the internet. And the thing with dreams is it's not you went here and you went there. It's more what is the colour of the sky, the colour of the clothing, the people that you spoke to, what did they look like, how did they act, all of that kind of stuff. So dreams are they're not always what they seem to be. So if you see a bird and it happens to be an owl, it's usually more about wisdom than it is the actual bird. Yeah, there's a lot of growth and flourishing coming for you, as in emerging from this sadness and taking the taking the action that you're meant to take. Yeah, okay, so there's some action there and it will allow you to flourish. You're absolutely going to flourish. Cool. All right, well, I hope that's helped. Fantastic card. Cool. So, anyone else want a card? Let me know. In the meantime, I'll listen to my dogs playing, because that's what they're doing. They're playing in the background. And they love the energy of readings. They're always around. Spot on, Shelley. Thank you. You're very welcome. I'm glad. I hope it helped. Let me know if I can help in any other way. So please share these videos around, folks. Tell your friends and family that they're on every Wednesday at 11 o'clock and 11:30 in my Facebook page, Toni-Maree Hannan. And the main reason I'm doing them is to help and support as many people as possible. So for me, it's giving back to my community so that I can receive. It's not just that whole give and take thing, you know, I'm not doing this just so that I can receive goodness and all the rest of it. It's about me giving back, and that's part of who I am. It's part of how I work. It's part of my business ethos. It's built into my business practices. And this is a really great way for me to do this. So let's pull a card for tomorrow. Yep. Yep. We've got 3 playing now. Okay. Alright. Card for tomorrow. Alrighty. Seek the lesson. This actually is tapping into that card that I had before for today. And this one is all about the eclipse and all about the changes that are happening since the eclipse. It's like a freshening, okay? It's felt less strongly, I think, in Australia than it is on the other side of the planet, which sounds a bit strange because you would think that it would actually be the same everywhere. But people I've spoken to here have been less affected by it than people over on the other side of the planet. So it's been really interesting to notice that. So seek the lesson is absolutely to look into your internal wisdom and to the knowledge that exists and that flows through us. So it's absolutely tapping into that connection that we all have to each other, whether you want to call it divine light, divine knowledge, divine guidance, God, whatever you want to call it. It's being aware that we are all connected, okay? If a butterfly flaps its wings in China, there's a cyclone in Queensland. There is a connection between every living thing. It's what I believe. And it's about acknowledging that and seeing that connection. And you will notice it in the little things, okay? Especially tomorrow. And there's meaning there. So what to look for? Trust your intuition. So if you're intuitive, trust your gut instincts, right? Trust that nervous butterfly feeling in your stomach. Trust that sort of sensation, you know, the prickling on the back of your neck, the goosebumps, okay? Trust when you know there's something wrong with your kids when they're so quiet. That's all intuition. Trust it and just tap into it. Ask it, what are you trying to tell me today? What are you trying to tell me right now? And then take 3 breaths and allow the answer to come to you. You may not know what it is to start with, but if you will have received it, because if your mind isn't open to receiving it, your body and your soul definitely will, and it will let you know. Okay, any more questions? Nicole Jepson would love a card. Absolutely. Not a problem at all, Nicole. Again, this is live. My dogs are in the background. Okay. That's my big Kelpie Shepherd Cross telling the others off. Okay. All right. So just tapping into Nicole. Nicole, there's a health thing going on with you at the moment here. Throat, vomity, yeah, icky feeling. Nothing major. And if you haven't got it yet, you're going to get it. Yeah. Tammy Gray's here on live. Yay, Tam! Good to see you, beautiful. Tammy, poor old Tammy usually misses it. So great to have you here, Tammy. Okay. So, oh, thanks for the hearts and the thumbs up, guys. So I'm just doing a card for Shelley, and I'm just scrolling here so I don't forget anybody. Now don't forget, as I said before, share this around because I want as many people to get this as possible. Tammy's just said about time. Yeah. Hey, you set the intention and you got here. The universe listened. Okay, so just for Nicole. So if you're ever wondering what I'm doing when I'm looking down, I'm messing the cards on my table. Nicole. Yeah, Nicole, there's definitely some illness on the way if you haven't got it already. Reveal your truth. Okay. Okay, so the illness is to do with the masks that we all wear to hide our true selves, because hiding our true selves is a natural human instinct because it doesn't feel safe to reveal who we truly are. For you, Nicole, this is about tapping into your heart and your soul. There's a divine truth there that is just, it's like a word on the tip of your tongue. It's like, you know there's something else you've got to do today, and you know you wrote it down at home, you left the piece of paper behind, and you can't remember what it is. It's just at the edge of your mind, the edge of your heart, the edge of your soul, and you're sort of dancing around it. Okay, so how to tap into it. So, and you've been dancing around this truth. It's a truth. It's a truth for you. Yeah, and it's linked to the divine, what I call the divine light, which is where we all come from and where we all will all return. Because light is able to do more than what we can as in this form. So for you, it's in action. Not in doing day-to-day type things, not in the mundane, but in taking steps. And I'm not even seeing baby steps here. I'm thinking strides, okay? Like striding out, like going for a determined walk. So take action. And it doesn't matter what action you take at the moment because it's all going to give you that truth. Yeah. You have three paths in front of you. You choose any one. The one to the left. Okay, so the more creative one is probably the best place to start. Yeah. And by creative, it can be creating things with your hands. It can be an artist, or it can be cooking. You know, it can be creating in any way, shape or form. It can be writing a book. It can be creating a garden. It's anything that is using that creative part of our brain. So I hope that's helped, Nicole. Okay, who else have we got? Okay, Kylie. Kylie would like a card. Hello, Kylie. Is it foot or foot? I wonder. Okay, absolutely welcome to a card. Oh, Nicole, watch that illness. Okay, and it's absolutely the mask you're hiding behind, and it's your body's way of trying to tell you you don't need it. Okay, and to get over yourself. It's going to make you sick until you acknowledge and name that sucker, and then you can actually start to change it. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm just tapping into Kylie. Okay. Okay, Kylie, I've got a headache. So, what's going on there? It's right here. It's to do with it is somewhat it's emotional, and it's to do with neck. Something, it sort of radiates from here to the back of my neck. There's not anything wrong with your head or your spine. It's like a tension type headache. Yeah, and I just got tapped on the head, so that's 100% right. There's tension, real tension, and it's like someone tapping me, but not in a nice way. Not the good tapping, the bad tapping, which is causing tension, and it's like a fist tightness. Okay, so let's just see what the card has to say and see if we can get some clarity around that for you, Kylie. Oh, that popped out. What is it? Okay, I'm just going to put that down, because if a card pops out while I'm shuffling, it usually means something in particular. So I'm just going to put that there and see. This is the card I got. We are all connected. Okay, so I'm just going to pop it back in the deck. Okay. And I'm going to shuffle again in front of everybody and just sometimes the same card comes up, and you can see there's so many there. And I'm just going to shuffle and continually shuffle. And then I'm going to spread them on the table and see what we get. Okay. Okay. Kylie, foot. Okay, foot. Good. Okay. Okay, so card for Kylie. Yeah, I think we're going to get a different card here, actually. I'm getting a message that one's connected. Yeah, heed your dreams. So this view is absolutely, and remember the other card we had was we are all connected. So I'm just going to see if I can find it quickly by turning some of the cards over. So we are all connected. No. So we are all connected is about that interwoven that we all have, but for you it's around your dreams, and this is not the dreams that you have at night. This is your dreams for who you are. This is your purpose. This is what you're meant to be doing here. Okay, so how is that connected to, so I'm just asking questions, so how is the dream, your dreams, how is that connected to how we're all connected? So you have a dream about bringing people together. Bringing people together just came to me. So you have a dream about bringing people together in some way. I'm not getting any more information as to exactly what. I'm sorry. But, you know, that can be anything. It can be through music. It can be through volunteer work. It can be through coaching a swim team or a life coach like myself. It can be all sorts of things. A doctor. So, okay, so heed your dreams. Heed your dream of connecting people. And for you, it is absolutely to do with that inner light and connecting people to that light, to their purpose, to their, not purpose, to their, I'm trying to get the right word. So your dream of connecting people to themselves, yeah, in a positive way. So it's about helping people be happier, more positive, encouraging people, encouraging. So that dream that you have, heed it. Okay, so for you, what does that mean? Heed. Great word, right? How do you go about it, in other words? So for you, heeding your dream is, you need to describe it, write it down, draw it, create an artwork, because at the moment it's a little bit misty, a little bit listen to my dogs, a little bit hazy, and so the universe can't quite deliver. You can't, it's like manifesting anything. If you want to manifest a new car, you need to know exactly what color, type, how many cylinders it's got, whether it needs new seat covers, what color the seat covers, all of that stuff. So the more specific you can be, the more the universe can get a handle on what you want, and the more it can help you. So heeding your dreams is all about that. Gosh, that was a pretty full one, wasn't it? Okay, hi Kirsten, how you going? All right, so that was for Kylie. Right, so just tapping into Tammy now. Okay, Tammy. Alrighty. Oh, another card popped out. Okay, this is absolutely for you. Respect your boundaries. Can you see that? It's a lovely card. So just for Tammy. You're a very nurturing person, very soft, very wispy in nature. Why am I scratching my neck? Uncertain. So you're uncertain. People may call you flighty. You're not. You're just an air. You just have an affinity with air. Yeah, and light. Gosh, it's like it's almost like I can see this kind of action like a feather, or a beautiful piece of material floating in the breeze, or a tree gently swaying. Okay, so here's the thing. You need to respect your boundaries and set them up. So because you're such, excuse my dogs, because you're such a beautiful floaty person, you don't have, it's almost like you need to set up a fence. I'm not talking a brick wall, I'm talking about just like a picket fence, or an old, beautiful old farm fence, you know, the timber ones, and set some boundaries around yourself. Now, that is not to protect yourself. That's not what you're doing at all. What you're doing is you're setting up boundaries so that you can get people to respect them. Okay, so it's all about respect. Because if you set up your boundaries and you follow through on them, so say one of your boundaries is every Friday afternoon I'm having time out. So from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock is my time out. No one gets to talk to me or interact and ask me to do 50 things. It's my time out to do what I like. Then not only are you respecting yourself because you're gifting yourself that time out, but you're then going to stick to it. And that boundary is not going to be moved for other people. That's the kind of boundary I'm talking about. So that's absolutely what needs to happen for you. So, okay. So, haha, yep. Cool. That's good, Tammy. That's good. All right. Okay, let me know if you need any further guidance on that. Okay, so I'm just going to check the time, folks. You set them but tend not to always implement them. Yeah. Actually, this is divine timing because I was just talking to Kirsten, who's my assistant, yesterday, and we decided to talk about boundaries tomorrow in the coaching session. So, Tammy, if you want to know a bit about boundaries, you're more than welcome to come back tomorrow at the same bat channel at 11 o'clock. So I'll be here at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Okay, so just checking that time. If I can get to my time on my... Sorry. Nope, I can't. So can someone tell me the time, please? Because I can't see it on my phone. Oh, yeah, we've got 5 minutes. I can see it on my oven. Okay, so just scrolling back. Deb. Okay, Deborah. Okay, card for Deb, please. Okay, Deb, there's stuff going on with you. Right. Oh, goodness me. Okay. Right, these cards literally leapt out at me. There's 3, so... Okay, so here's the 3. Okay, this is the order that they came out to me in. See yourself in nature. Okay, this is about recognizing, for you, Deb, this is about recognizing that you're part of the planet and that you are connected to all living things. Time to ground. You need to ground yourself big time. Not everybody needs a grounding. The way we see often talk about grounding, and it can be used in different ways. Like if you were a light or an air person, then grounding is very different to if you're someone who loves nature. For you though, Deb, this is about your natural self. And so, yeah, get your shoes off, get out into some grass, some sand, some dirt, and plant them on the ground. Feel the energy of the planet flowing through you, because we, as I said, we're all connected. Feel that energy reviving you, right? Feel that connection. It's a two-way connection. You can gift the planet anything you don't need. Mother Nature, Mother Earth, Gaia will take it from you absolutely willingly, because she'll just recycle it. And she'll use it to grow plants or to create something. So absolutely, it's spring, you'll get flowers. So gift to her, thank her, and then receive her renewing energy. For you, it's about, that grounding is about recharging the batteries, okay? And that's why, right, see yourself in nature. Then once you've gifted her that negativity stuff that's going on, or the crap that you've got going on, start looking for the flowers, start seeing the positive stuff, and know your power. Okay, you have reined yourself in big time, right? This is like the horse that wants to gallop. I really get a sense that you're just like bucking at it. You reined in. It's almost like you've boxed yourself in really tightly with cotton wool. And you like, you want to burst out, but you don't want to burst out. And it's like, how the hell do I do this? Your boundaries are way too strong. You relax them a little bit, okay? Now, I'm not saying boundaries aren't good, because they are, and we all need them. But for you, my goodness, you've wrapped yourself up, and you want to be much freer. You need to run like a horse through a paddock, like dolphins in waves, playing, and you're not allowing yourself to, for whatever reason. There's much, much more there for you. If you'd like a reading, let me know, but you don't have to. But there's heaps there. If you've got a psychic, you know, go and get a reading, because there's heaps there. You have no voice. My throat is aching. You're not giving yourself the ability to have a voice and to speak for yourself and to do what you want to be doing. It's driving me crazy. You can see how antsy I am. Yeah, beautiful. Don't do it to yourself. Seriously, Deb. Let it go. I'm going to start singing Disney tunes in a minute. Let it go. Let it go. I say that to my daughter all the time. She's 14. Drives her insane. Okay. So, one last one. So, okay. Tammy's going to be here. Same bat time, same bat channel next week. Fabulous. Love to see it. Please share this around and invite other people. So I'm just going to do one last card for Nikki, and then I will sign out. Okay, so Nikki. And if you want to join me and ask for another card, you're welcome. If you have a question, I'll be on my Facebook page, Toni-Maree Hannan Next. And don't forget, I'm at the Canberra Psychic Expo. Look for Shay de Montfort's stall, and I'll be there helping her out. And Shay has very kindly allowed me to do some readings on her stall. Now, Shay is Australia's best psychic. This woman is unbelievable. You think I'm good? Wait till you meet Shay. She won the TV program The One, and the skeptics could not fault her. They just couldn't explain her. Okay. Deb's having surgery on Monday, suffering with this for 2 years. Oh, that's great. Well, fabulous. You're very welcome. And I wish you lots of healing and joy and light and healing energy, Deb. And yeah, good luck on Monday, but I really don't think you can. Okay. Tammy loved that show. Yeah, so did I. And I didn't know Shay at the time, and I do now. And I'm very lucky to have met her. Okay. All right, so one last card. Just checking. Yep, okay, so Nikki. Hey, Nikki. Okay, Nikki La Greca. I love saying her name. Okay, La Greca. It's exotic somehow to me. Okay. Right, Nick. Oh, lots going on, babe. Busy, busy, busy. Busy, busy, busy in your life at the moment. Know you belong. Okay, there's a bit of lost stuff going on here. Yeah, too busy. And it's that kind of busy where you're rushing. Hectic. There's a lot of stuff going on in your head at the moment. There's a lot of noise. So... yeah, and look, there's like I'm getting a nervy tummy and everything. So, Nikki, really, and I think I've said this, in fact, I have said this to you before, you need to find some time for you. It can be a minute, okay? My mini meditations in the group, go to the file section, grab it, do it. It's 3 breaths. It's literally 90 seconds. Okay, here's another way that you can do it. If you take 5 breaths and you count. Okay, so here's what we're doing. In fact, we might do it now to finish off. But this is specifically for Nikki because you need to know you belong. And you can't know you belong unless you take some time to... oh, what happened? Am I still... the spirits are playing. Okay, so... sorry I disappeared there for a second. So what to do? Sit tall, right? If you can, put your hands on your stomach to feel that oxygen going in and out. You want to breathe from your lower lungs. So if you put your hand on your tummy and you breathe deeply, then you'll feel it from your diaphragm. When we're stressed or rushing, we breathe shallowly from this part, top part of our lungs. And so we don't get as much oxygen as we can. Breathing deeply, we get more oxygen. That allows our muscles to relax. It does it automatically. You don't have to think about it. Okay, because when we get more oxygen, our muscles relax. It's just natural. So what I like to do is I like to put my thumb and my middle fingers together and just sit them on the table or on my lap and close my eyes. But you don't have to. You can just put your hands in your lap. All you need to do is to either focus in the distance. So if you're in your office, you can do it. Stare at a corner in the wall for a couple of seconds or close your eyes if you can. Obviously, don't do this while driving, operating machinery, all the rest of it. Now, the idea is to take 5 breaths, breathing deeply from the diaphragm. As you breathe in, count 1. As you breathe out, count 2, and say the word to yourself, release. 3 in, 4 out, release. 5 in, 6 out, release. And you continue until you get to 10, because that's 5 breaths. Now, with the release, if you actually imagine that you're letting go of anything you don't need, anything that's not serving you, any stress, tension, pain, whatever it happens to be, let it out of your body, okay? The oxygen is giving you life, so you're breathing in life, and it's really hard when you're focusing on your diaphragm, when you're focusing on breathing deeply and counting at the same time, you'll be amazed. It's really difficult to do that third thing, which is to worry or for your mind to get too active, and you'll relax. Now that's really important for you, Nikki, to actually spend those couple of seconds gifting yourself that time, okay? Because you're just running around like a maniac. Okay, so slow down a little bit, beautiful. Okay, that's it from me here. See me over in Toni-Maree Hannan. Again, I would love it if you give me your comments, suggestions. Please share this around to other people because this is my gift to everybody out there in Facebook land. I will be doing this from now until the end of time every Wednesday at 11 o'clock here in the Facebook group. Until next week, everybody, thank you for coming. Stay awesome. Toni-Maree signing out. Bye.